She once thought you'd always be there. The texts, the attention, the validation. She took it for granted, but now, silence. You're no longer watching her stories. You're no longer reaching out. You've moved on. And that's when it hits her. Not when you begged, not when you explained, but when you walked away and said nothing. What does a woman feel when a man truly detaches, not out of manipulation, but out of growth? What does she feel when the energy that once chased her is now fully focused inward? Today, we're going deep into the Stoic psychology of walking away, of masculine detachment and the unexpected emotional earthquake it triggers on the other side. This isn't about revenge. This is about truth. This is about reclaiming your power, and this is Stoicism. The Stoics taught us, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Epictetus. For centuries, men have misunderstood the emotional economy of relationships. We confuse effort with worth. We chase because we think persistence equals power. But in reality, true power is stillness, detachment, non-reactivity. The moment you stop reacting, the moment you stop trying to be seen, is the moment you feel the most. It's not when you send that final message. It's not when you post to make her jealous. It's when you do nothing because your peace has become more important than her validation. Let's go deeper. What does she feel when you move on? 1. Surprise. Wait, he's gone? At first, she won't believe it. You've likely set a pattern, one where she expects you to return. The man who always reached out, the man who always forgave. But now, silence. This creates cognitive dissonance in her mind. Women are emotionally intuitive. They feel patterns shift, and when your energy retracts fully, she notices even if she pretends not to. Stoicism teaches us not to seek reaction, but to observe nature. You've become nature, still, quiet, and unmoved. 2nd, ego hit. Did I lose control? Let's be brutally honest. A woman's ego, just like a man's, gets bruised when what was once predictable now becomes unknown. She wonders, has he met someone? Did I not matter at all? This isn't about love. This is about influence. And when that influence fades, she begins to spiral, not always outwardly, but internally. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free, and nothing is braver than a man who walks away from comfort for clarity." 3. Reflection. Was I the problem? This is where the shift happens. True detachment, rooted in peace, forces the other person to confront their own actions. No arguments, no ultimatums, just distance. Women begin to replay the past, not because you asked, but because your silence echoes louder than words. The stillness becomes a mirror, and she begins to see herself through your absence. 4. Emotional reattachment. I miss him. Ironically, the same silence that once confused her becomes the silence she longs to fill. Not because of manipulation, but because of maturity. You've healed, you've grown, and when a man grows without her, she starts to feel the loss. How to practice stoic detachment like a king. This isn't a game. This isn't a tactic. This is a way of life. 1. Accept, don't expect. When you stop expecting her to react, apologize, or return, you win. As Epictetus said, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. Your power, your focus, your mind, your peace. Not her feelings, not her Instagram story, not her silence. 2. Stay on your mission. Women don't fall in love with men who orbit them. They fall in love with men who orbit a purpose. Build your business, get stronger, learn a skill, read a book, go silent, not out of spite, but out of ascension. Let her feel the absence of a man who is no longer available to nonsense. 3. No reaction, no emotion. Silence is not passive, it's powerful. The moment you defend, explain, or beg, you give away energy. The Stoic man responds with stillness. Why? Because he knows his worth is not negotiable. 4. Value yourself like a rare asset. You're not replaceable, you're not desperate, and the moment you stop acting like you are, she'll feel the shift. People only chase what they think is scarce, so stop being common, start being rare. 5. Don't break the silence. The one who breaks the silence first often breaks the frame. Let her reach out, let her wonder. Your job is not to chase, it's to choose, and you only choose what aligns with your peace, not your past. Walking away isn't about abandonment, it's about evolution. It's the silent message that says, I've found peace more valuable than your attention. In her heart, she knows. She knows the man you were. She sees the man you've become. And now, she feels the loss, not because you made her feel it, but because you stopped giving her access to your energy. And that, brother, is Stoicism in action. So walk away, not to hurt her, not to prove anything, but to return to yourself. Because when you move on, with grace, with peace, with power, she will feel it. And you'll be free.